In the fall of 2004, the city tore down some condemned buildings in my neighborhood. This resulted in us being inundated with pretty rough-looking street people. They were everywhere on our property. I was very concerned about the safety of my children.
This is part 2 of a 6-part series exploring solutions to the homelessness crisis in BC, funded in partnership through Megaphone donors and the Thais Housing Fix project.
There was lots of suspicious behaviors happening in our neighborhood as a result of the buildings coming down. My family regularly were recording the description of people, and I would call into the RCMP.
NIMBY means not in my backyard. It's opposition to neighborhood changes and often pops up in response to housing and services for people who are homeless. NIMBYism often stands in the way of social housing, shelters, and health services. In the last year and a half, several projects across Canada have been stopped, delayed, or moved in response to NIMBYism. While surveys show most people want to see a resolution to the homelessness crisis, the tune often changes when it's too close to home. But a lot of NIMBYism is based on stigma against people in poverty. Let's bust some of the myths NIMBYism thrives on and see what's possible when people say yes in my backyard. Myth number 1. Low-income housing in my neighborhood will affect my property value. Fact: most studies show affordable housing does not lower surrounding property values. Myth number 2. If we build homes for low-income people here, there will be more crime. Fact: research suggests that building low-income housing can actually reduce violent crimes in an area.
Out of desperation, I contacted the RCMP. I wanted people out of our neighborhood. He asked me if I knew of any services for people in Burnaby who were so poor that they didn't have a place to live. I realized that people in Burnaby didn't have options for change because there were no services there, and that many of the people had lived there longer than I had.
Stigma is powerful. The voices of NIMBY can be loud, and they have real impacts. They can shut down projects that save lives. Communities standing up to say yes in my backyard can be the difference between someone sleeping in the street or in a home. We all deserve safe and affordable housing.
Once I got to meet people and realized that any of us can be homeless, I wasn't afraid anymore. There are many more people in Burnaby who are becoming homeless who never thought they would be. If there was to be a shelter in my neighborhood now, I would be very happy about that. People deserve to have a safe place to live.